this Wednesday. Shouts to everybody out there. Hope everybody that is traveling out there hasn't got to where they needed to go. Safe travels. I don't know how the weather is where you at, but I hope y'all are able to get through all that. You all have gotten home safe and coming from work safe or going to work safe. Everybody out there, welcome back. We are back. I almost forgot, y'all. I was over here eating. I looked at the time, like, oh, no, it's 6:05. You got to go live. I mean, sometime I'm gonna be honest with you. I was looking at a live and I was watching this Allen Iverson joint that they got on YouTube. So I was watching that. I'm gonna come back to watch it. But matter of fact, hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, y'all, I had to go pause it. Definitely gonna go back to watch that. But welcome everybody, welcome back. Um, it is fight week, so we're gonna get into that. We ain't gonna waste too much time because I'm not gonna be on here too long, y'all. Speak a couple words. I'm supposed to have my man Underrated come through here, but there you go. So we're gonna get into this. So everybody, welcome back to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. We are back. Welcome back. We're getting ready to talk about this Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin. We're gonna get into that. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, baby. Underrated.
What's good?
Yo, it's crazy, right? I was just watching, not to get off topic, right? I was just watching the story about Allen Iverson, right?
Uh-huh.
I never knew Allen Iverson was from Newport News, Virginia.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I knew he was from VA, but I didn't know he was from Newport.
Yeah.
I said,
Him
yo,
and
ain't
him,
that?
him, him, him
I,
and Michael Vick in the film.
I said him and my. I said yo him. I said yo, my man. I said yo, underrated out there where my man is from.
Yep.
That's crazy. They were showing Newport. I said, boy, that shit was rough back in the days.
Yeah. Still is
I
rough.
I said, damn.
Yeah.
I said, this shit rough out there, boy.
They used to call that New York out there, man.
Yeah, yeah. But you know, every hood has his
Uh,
reputation, and that's just how it is.
Yep.
The
That's how it
words of
is, yo.
Scarface, in the words of Scarface, the world is a ghetto. So
Yep.
yeah, it is what it is. But shout out to that. I'm gonna go back to watching that after. But once again, y'all, it's fight week. Erickson Lubin versus Virgil Ortiz. Um, a fight that we didn't see coming, but a fight that makes sense. Um, a lot of people like to put their prediction on this fight. Oh, Virgil should win easy because they want to see him and Jerron Ennis get it on. I see you out there, Jeff Spark. I see you out there, Josh Sanders. What's up? He should win easy, but there's no such thing as win easy. Um, Give me your thoughts, underrated. What do you feel about this Virgil Ortiz versus Erickson Lubin?
Harrison Lubin, he fought everybody. And I know they're gonna look at his record as a no, but he's one of those fighters that can fight either way. And so I feel this is Virgil Hill. Virgil. Um, tough one,
Ortiz,
toughest
yeah,
toughest fight because this is not a cakewalk. You know, Ruben, he. I'm telling you, he can win this fight.
yeah,
He can win this fight. God be on stage. He can win this fight. I'm not taking nothing for Virgil, but he can win this fight. He can fight. He can fight. He fight. And he fought the best. Okay. So I let people don't look at the record, but look at the people that he fought, and also look at the ones that he beat too.
Yeah,
He beat
yeah.
some good ones along the way. So, Virgil, I'm saying Virgil, he better come with a 8 game plan. He better come to win. He better don't look past him. Don't look past him. You gonna get to innocent. He got a
Uh,
little power. He can put you to sleep.
yeah. He said. I said. I think the first 6 rounds, Lubin gonna be phenomenal. Then after that, he will knock. Ortiz will knock. Ortiz will stop him and
Nah,
late from the. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't. I'm gonna tell, but let me say something about this. It could be true, but I'm gonna say this though too. We want to see that Virgil Ortiz. We want to see how his stamina is at 154, and I think we should talk more about that.
Um, he-
Ruben has he know what it's like to be at 154. This is a different league
well,
now. 154.
I think, yeah, because for what I know, Lubins has been at 54 longer, but he's had, I believe, Virgil has had, I can't say how many fights he's had at 54, but Virgil is a hell of a fighter. And, I like Virgil. He's not a trash talker, so I
No.
too much care about that. But I actually like Virgil, and I'm a fan of Virgil, despite what people might say, right, and the jokes we make.
Mhm.
Um, Anything's possible in boxing,
Yeah.
and the sad thing about it is when one name is popular than the other, nobody cares about that guy who's getting a shot. And what I mean by that is, yeah, had 3 fights at 154. Yeah, so he's getting there. He's had more than Boots. Boots
Yeah.
had one. Boots had one. But I'm sure eventually, either way you look at it, they're probably gonna make it happen. But the thing is this, right? When one name is popular than the other, nobody cares about who the other guy is, which means nobody is going to be interested in wanting to see a Jerron Boost Ennis and Erickson Lubin. If it happened, people will watch it. But but because some of the comments that were made, people say, yeah, I want to see what Jerron's going to do about it. But because this Jerron Boost Ennis and Virgil Ortiz was built up just like any other fight, just like Pacquiao Mayweather was talked about, uh, even though we got that late, just like Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler was talked about.
Mhm.
Um, Earl Spence and Crawford. You know what I mean? People just have their fights that they want to see.
Yeah.
He said Virgil was killing himself to make 147. Yeah, he was definitely killing himself to make one. I think at one time Virgil went up to like 163. They was saying, which is it's crazy, but he was killing himself. And the thing is, killing yourself. That's that could take a toll of your body. That's why you see a lot of these guys moving up because you can't play with your weight and you can't fool anybody. It's a certain weight you can't make anymore. You just can no longer make that weight, and that you have to accept that you can't make that weight. It is what it is. Um, but I like this fight. Underrated. I don't give a shit what nobody says
I like this fight too.
because I feel like you guys are disrespecting this fight by talking about fights that's not happening this week.
Mhm.
Brian Norman and Devin Haney is not until the 22nd. Granted, everybody can talk about what they want to talk about.
Mhm.
We still talking about Tank and Jake Paul and that situation, how it went. Why are we doing that? For what? I remember the days where when there was a fight coming up, we stayed on that fight.
Mhm.
Now, if it's just an open panel about boxing talk, then different situations can come up. But if it's not that, that's what we stay on. What's going on, Tay Tay, my Long Island sister? That's just me. And even though Kid Austin and oh God, I almost forgot his name. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kid Austin and what you call it was supposed to be fighting, but Kid Austin got hurt. No, yeah, Kid Austin, something happened with him and it messed everything up. But it's still a great card. This is still, even if the card is not great, this fight is great. He said if Lubin stop him, it will be within first six because Lubin got power to he ain't him. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, Josh, people like to go with yeah, Jojo Diaz. I don't know why I couldn't get his goddamn name. It was his face is right there, but I couldn't get his name. Jojo Diaz, and that's what made me say, "Oh, Jojo Diaz is still around." But I had a feeling Kid Austin would have probably either stopped him. That's just my opinion, because Jojo Diaz is like on that gatekeeper bus.
Mhm.
Um, but that doesn't take anything away from him. But I understand everybody wants to see the Jerron Bruce Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, but did y'all ever stop to think that what if Erickson Lubin, Erickson Lubin spoiled those plans?
Now they don't want to talk about that.
Because we all like to act like we know what's gonna happen. Erickson Lubin's not that good. He's not that good, and granted, there's big fights he's been in that he came up short. This might be his last chance.
Yep.
He had Jamel Charlo. Uh he had Sebastian Findora. I believe he had J Rock Williams, but I believe he beat J Rock if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, and I think with him and Boots, with Erickson Lubin and Boots will be just as is with Virgil. Virgil, we just been like I said, just like Mayweather and De La Hoya and all of them. People got these two particular names that they want to see. What
Right.
pisses me off about these so-called boxing fans is that it doesn't matter what happens this Saturday. People make an excuse for what happens in the fight this week, and then they'll make an excuse for the next fight, right? If Jerron Bruce Ennis was to go in there and blast Virgil Ortiz, y'all gonna have something to say. If he was to go in there and blast Eric Lubin, y'all say Eric Lubin wasn't that good anyway,
Right.
huh? Oh, I'm gonna talk to y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna want to leave. Ain't nobody going to hear it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here to talk to y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Cause that's the problem. Everybody else is sugarcoating it. I'm gonna talk to y'all. I don't give a shit if you stay here or not. I'm gonna talk to y'all. And it's crazy because then you'll sit there and say if Boots was to blast Ortiz, the first thing y'all say is, well, maybe he need to go up to 168. Oh, excuse me. We want to see him and Sebastian Findora next. Huh? This is what y'all gonna say after.
Yep.
And if he was to beat Sebastian Findora now, that's not good enough. Because now is I bet you he can't do that to David Benavidez. He need to go up to light heavyweight. This is what you people do. You so-called people who think you know boxing and don't know shit.
And then if Benavidez beat him, oh, he's supposed to. Come on,
Yeah.
y'all.
Because he was a 54 pounder. There was no way a 54 pounder would have beat a guy who's a light heavyweight, man. Shut the fuck up. We just seen what Terrence Crawford did to Canelo. We just seen how that movie went. So what are we talking about? But this Erickson Lubin, Virgil Ortiz, I like it. I liked it from the first time I heard it. I had no beef with it. Y'all had beef with it. It should have been Virgil. It shouldn't have been Erickson. Well, y'all not in no position to say who it should have been. You guys are not managers. You're fanagers, as my man Coach Ken say. You're fanagers. Y'all are not in no position to say who should get a shot at what or who should be in place. Because boxing is about to get more weird. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all see the people that they open the door to in boxing. It's about to get more weird out here. There's going to be a lot of questions that's going to have to be answered. The way boxing is about to flip. But underrated, I don't trip. I don't trip. It is what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I like this fight. I think these are two guys that are going to bring it. I don't need to break down their style. If you watch them, then you know what it is. These are two guys who are going to bring it.
Yeah.
I think Erickson Lubin might just want it a little more.
Mm-hmm.
He might just want it a little more. Look, I mean, he already felt some kind of way about how they handle the promotion,
Mm-hmm.
how they got this big picture of Virgil Ortiz, but they got Erickson Lubin as a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Go look at the poster. Go type in on Facebook or anywhere Eric Lubin versus Virgil Ortiz. You might have a few pictures come up, but there's gonna be that one poster where Virgil's the big guy, Erickson's the little guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He spoke about it at their first press conference, and he ripped the poster up because he felt some kind of way. He wasn't mad at Virgil because that's not Virgil's fault. Virgil don't handle promotion,
Right.
so he's already going in with a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that last fight that Erickson had was a great fight, but that guy, nobody really knew much about him. Nobody. But we still gave him his credit for it because I was glad to see him in the winning column. Erickson Lubin been around for a while now, underrated. We ain't gonna act like people just act like because they feel some kind of way about him that
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
he's not everybody's favorite fighter. So we ain't gonna act like because he's not your favorite fighter that he ain't shit. When there's a lot of other fighters that nobody stepping up to the plate. So we can't get mad that this is not Boots in there this Saturday because I'm sure before Erickson Lubin signed the dotted line, I'm sure there was probably a lot of other guys at 54 that probably got an offer that turned it down. Y'all don't understand how this shit works.
yeah. And also, Erickson, who's been fight, we know throughout the years, always been action. There's always
Do
been
y'all
action.
understand how this works? I'm just saying. I'm not acting like I'm the smartest businessman, but I know when something makes sense and when it don't. Do y'all understand how this works? So when y'all get mad at the fighter about how the hell did he get this shot, think about all the other fighters in the division that might have got an offer. And might have wanted some type of money because they felt like getting in there with Virgil Ortiz is a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of guys that he's better at 54. A
There are
lot of guys.
some, and there are some probably taking under the table money too.
I know a lot of y'all would have loved to see Virgil Ortiz versus Alexander Zayas. Some of y'all probably wanted to see that. But unfortunately, the business don't work how y'all claim it does. Because you're not in the business. You're on the outside. We all are on the outside. I'm a little more in the business than some of y'all. Cause I got people in that circle I could talk to when I need to understand something that I don't understand. So I had to learn underrated
Yeah.
as I got deeper into doing this that it's just certain guys you can't get mad at because there's more than one guy per weight class. You know how many fighters are all per weight class? Each weight class that's in boxing has a certain amount of guys,
Mm-hmm.
number of guys. So if you're at 54 and there's an offer being put out there and guys don't accept it and both sides can't come to an agreement, but this guy and his team could agree to do it, what can we do about that?
Yep.
Y'all are forever complaining about some shit. Boots went out there and got a first round stoppage, and first thing y'all said is that's what he was supposed to do. Who the hell is that guy?
You can't win, man. You can't win.
So if Boots would have went in there and it would have went 12 rounds, y'all just sat there and said, "Oh, Boots is trash. Virgil's gonna kill him." Like, what are we talking about? If the guy would have clipped Boots, y'all would have sat there and said, "Oh, yo, the Boots might be a little chinny chin chin." Like, what are we talking about? In the words of the late great Roger Mayweather, rest in peace, y'all don't know shit about boxing.
Yo, he went 12 rounds with him, man. What's wrong with you, man? Damn, I thought you had the power.
Yo, I think Boots might have to go back down to 47, son. He didn't look official tissue.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to stop that guy and got him up out of there. Now he stopped the guy and got him up out of there in the first round. The first thing y'all say is he's supposed to do that. The fuck? You just sat there and said if he can't stop the guy or get him out of there, he's trash. He stops the guy and gets him out of there. Now you guys say he's supposed to.
Make up,
So if Virgil
make up your
Ortiz was to,
mind.
if Virgil Ortiz was to go in there and get Erickson Lubin out of there 2 rounds, the first thing y'all say is he's supposed to.
Right.
But if Erickson Lubin was to go in there and he does something that nobody sees coming, well, Virgil really was never that good because he did struggle to make 47. The fuck is we talking about? Y'all are really delusional out here, bruh. He wasn't really that good though. He did make Boots wait 48 months. Like what are you talking about? Yo, Ack, what's up, my guy?
What's up, man? Go ahead.
What are you talking about? I think some of y'all, this YouTube and social media just got some of y'all just running your mouth. Some of y'all got diarrhea mouths, a mouth full of shit, and you don't know what y'all talking about when y'all be talking. I'm like, in the words of Jadakiss at the battle with Dipset, let me talk, let me talk. God damn it, let me talk. Go back to your corner.
Stop
Let
act.
me talk. Y'all tripping. Anything that happens this week, the first thing y'all gonna say is it's supposed to happen. Eric Lubin was supposed to stop him. Or Ortiz was supposed to do that. Who's Erickson Lubin? Well, who's Virgil Ortiz? He's not that good. Y'all don't be knowing what y'all talk about. Y'all get mad at these fighters. Y'all need to get mad at your damn selves. Cause y'all are super delusional.
Why you let Lubin getting in on the fight, man? Why you let
Yeah,
him do
Josh,
that?
he
Why you
did.
let him, man? Huh?
He definitely did, Josh. That's a fact. That's a fact. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the year too. I'm gonna talk about verses too. All the hottest verses. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna do something a little different because sometimes this boxing shit underrated. I don't know about you. Sometimes I don't want to have nothing to do with it because these motherfuckers be really delusional out here. They make first of all they tell a fighter what he need to go out there and do, and then when the fighter does it, they say he's supposed to.
Well, you should know. Look at my channel when I did an underrated boxing talk, or even before then. It's trash. I'm like, please.
I mean, what are we talking about? So Even with the fight coming up, even with the other fights coming up in November 22nd, even with that fight coming up, this should happen, that should happen, and who are y'all to say what's supposed to happen? Last time I checked, you're not in these training camps. Y'all barely train your damn self. But because you know how to shadow box and you know a fighter's first and last name, that means you can make you know exactly what's going to happen in these fights. Man, stop the cat. Stop the cat. I'm gonna be honest with you, underrated. Can I be honest with you about something?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit who wins this Saturday. I just want to see a good scrap.
yeah.
See, because if I go for Erickson Lubin, they say, yeah, you're not going for him because you feel like he's gonna win. You're going for him because he's black.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame. And don't get me wrong, I'm the type of guy who I just like to support good fighters. I try not to put color in it. But it's a damn shame when you can't go and support a fighter that you like. You got to support him because of his color, not because he's a good fighter. That's crazy. G5 Gabe, my Dallas brother. What's up, Five?
What's going on, brother G5? Salute, fam.
So, what in God's name are we talking about? What are we talking about? It is 2025, and I thought some of y'all would have figured this out already. And y'all have yet to figure it out. Y'all have yet to figure it out. And then say, I know what I'm figuring it out. Oh, well, is he black? And so we are the other folks support the what's the yeah, yeah, yeah. And I go, I like to just support a good fight. And if we do support somebody because they black, what's the problem? G5 stupid. You know, they haven't caught on yet, Five. They have yet to catch on yet, Five. They have yet. Their people are still walking around lost in the sauce when it comes to the sport of boxing. They have yet to catch on. People would love nothing more than to see Erickson Lubin get his ass whipped just so they can build up the whole. Well, it's already built up, but the whole shit with him and Jerron Businis. But check this out, family. Check this out, underrated. I just told you, we all holding on to our seats. We got our seatbelts on. We're anxious to see Jerron Businis versus Virgil Ortiz. But if Jerron Businis just to happen to go in there and stop Virgil, oh Jesus Christ, it's gonna be every excuse made in America.
Mhm.
Well, we knew that
Ortiz,
was gonna happen. We knew Virgil was
Ortiz
gonna.
wasn't ready. Yo, this fight was not made for him. Look how big Innocent is.
Why you think his team wanted to wait 48 months?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? That's what y'all gonna do. Don't tell me that's not what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna do it. Yeah, Josh, but the sad thing about it, when that happens, Josh, steady people just giving credit to where credit is due, they're gonna try to take that credit away from Boots, as they always do, and as they do for every other fighter, they take the credit away. They take the credit away. And I'm sick of you non-knowing ass boxing fans doing that. If a man lost, it's not because the other fighter was trash. It's just that that man was better. That man was better. Yo, you know what? That could be true, Josh. But even if that was to happen, we got to remember that Virgil was undefeated. So I'm not looking at Virgil if he loses to Boost as you're trash. You lost to a better fighter. I'm finally glad we got the fight out of the way. We knew who was the better fighter. Who knows if Jerron Boost and Virgil Ortiz doesn't end up being a trilogy?
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say it's just a one time? It depends on how the first fight ends, and even then they can come back and do it again, maybe. But my thing is, let's give Erickson Lubin a little more credit. This is going to be a great fight this week.
Sure.
What's going on, Johnny? The Hangout Spot. Everybody, make sure they go subscribe to the Hangout Spot. I'm on my man Johnny, man. Like, share, subscribe over there, please. Who
Salute,
knows?
salute.
Who knows? Erickson Lubin can go out there this week and put up a better fight than what everybody thinks he's going to. And even if Virgil was to win, it might not be easy. We don't know, man. We don't know what type of game plan they got. We're only going off what we see. And we going off, we don't want to see Erickson Lubin versus Jerome Booth Ennis. We want to see Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Booth Ennis. Well, it may not go like that, ladies and gentlemen. And you don't get to decide. Only time you could decide that is in a video game. This is not a video game. This is real life. And somebody like Erickson Lubin might not get another opportunity like this anytime soon because of his record, his past, well, not his record, but his past opponents.
Mm-hmm.
There was some fights that he came up
But D
short in.
free. Mm-hmm.
D Free, what up?
Yeah, D free.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't understand how this shit go. Y'all really don't. Boots Denver. You know what? You could be right, Josh. But check this out, Josh. I want you to stay with me for a second because I'm about to make the same comment I made about the fight that Boots just had. If Boots was to get in there with Erickson Lubin and let's just say in 4 or 5, maybe 6 rounds, maybe 8, the fight is over. What they going? You think they will actually give Jerron Boots some credit, or even give Erickson some credit for being able to hang in there? Oh, he was supposed to do that. You know that always comes out. Lubin, but he was never everybody's favorite fighter. And I need Jerron Boots to step his game up. I bet you he won't do that against Sebastian Fedor. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. This is the type of things they do, Josh. You can't please these fools who think they understand the sport of boxing. You can't please them. You can't. Everybody has an excuse for why somebody won or why they lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So rather if you get a Virgil or rather if you get Erickson Lubin, there's an excuse waiting right around the corner right now. That fight hasn't even happened yet. There's an excuse that's waiting around the corner for it. Uh, I was long winded, but underrated. I mean, stop me when you think that I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong at all. Not wrong at all.
Like we get mad at fighters for making certain decisions. Some we can't get mad at, and some decisions we can't get mad at, but we cannot control who they fight. We can't control who they fight. And if some guy out there that you want to see fight the guy, and if he's not accepting the offer, what do y'all expect that fighter to do? To sit home and just wait for a miracle to happen? You expect that fighter to sit home and wait for a phone call? They got to stay active, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Boots would toy with Virgil. He might. But the sad thing about it is that fight will be a waste of time. You know why, Josh? Because the public is going to criticize. It won't be a waste of time for real boxing fans. But for all these other idiots, they're going to criticize it. They're going to tear that fight down. They're going to tear it down. When he fought Stanionis, really didn't want to give him credit for the Stanionis.
Yep.
Well, Stanionis' wife was about to give birth, so he had that on his mind, and Stanionis ain't never seen anybody like Jerron Boots. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all got more excuses than somebody saying I didn't know I had warrants in different states and making up reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, Boots remember what people said. Yeah, they're gonna suffer for it. But if Virgil was to go in there and do something impressive against Boots, then guess what? Boots ain't the guy that we seen, and this is why he avoided Virgil for so long. Oh my God. That's what they're gonna do, underrated.
Yep.
If I'm lying, I'm flying, and I'm not gonna go live anymore. Anything like that was to happen, and Virgil Ortiz was to beat Boots. Oh my God. If Virgil was to beat Boots, you ninjas are gonna have every type of excuse. Well, maybe it wasn't Virgil who needed the 48 months. Maybe the whole time it was Jerron who needed the 48 months. Man, y'all gonna make every type of damn excuse because that's what y'all do. Y'all not fans of boxing. You're just a fan of the fighter.
You got more than 40 minutes to prepare Virgil Ortiz. There's no excuse.
Oh, I think he need to go back to 47. He might be better there. Maybe he need to go fight Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia, one of them. Maybe 54 is not for you, Mister Ennis. That's what y'all gonna do because that's what y'all do. It's sad. See, people don't like to hear the truth. What people want to hear is what every other channel's out here doing. They want to hear cloud chasing. That's what they want to hear from me. But you ain't gonna get that from me. No, ma'am. No, sir. You ain't gonna get that from me. Ain't no cloud chasing over here. I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut. That y'all can't sit and just enjoy boxing. You can't. We got something going on. Do y'all realize underrated? Do they realize we're in a place where boxing because Dana White stepped in? You got Turkey Ali Sheik. You got wrestling that's involved in boxing. Boxing's about to do a whole 360 if it ain't happened yet. If y'all not taking the time to enjoy it,
Nope.
because we don't know what's gonna happen when all these guys put their heads together. We don't know what direction boxing's going in. We don't know. We can only hope that we can still be able to be happy to sit and watch it. And here it is, we discrediting dudes for what? I don't understand it. I'm lost. This is gonna be great this week. But ask me again, underrated. Do I give a shit who wins this week? Not really.
No.
Because y'all all the winners already up for grabs already. Even though that doesn't mean they're gonna win, but the winner's already up for grabs. Y'all want Virgil Ortiz. I get it, because you want the boots. Clarence, don't you want that? It ain't about what I want. Once upon a time, 3 years ago, I did want it. I did wanted it. But if it happens, okay, cool.
Right.
But that doesn't mean if Erickson Lubin wins, oh, I'm not watching no Erickson Lubin. I heard some of y'all say, I ain't watching Erickson Lubin versus no Jerron Bruce Ennis. That'd be too much of an easy fight for Boots. Who the hell are you to say what's easy? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get it. Whatever fights happen, is that's what happens. There is a such thing as I'm not supporting this if I don't want to. I'm not watching this. I'm not entertained by this. This is not the fight I asked for. But just remember, just because you asked for something, that don't mean you're going to get it. There ain't enough pay-per-views you done paid for in this country. There's not enough tickets you done bought. There's not enough merch you done bought. There's not enough fights you done bet on for people to sit there and say, I wanted this fight and they didn't give it to me. They don't care about what you want. They only care about what makes sense in
Mm-hmm.
their eyes. And that's when we got to come together and go, you know what? If this bothers me, I'm not watching it. I'm not supporting this. This is ludicrous. Out of all fights in America, this is what you give us? I mean, does that make sense or not?
Yeah.
Nobody trying to tell y'all how to think. But when do we start giving fighters their credit or their flowers? Or I give them their credit or their flowers when they beat somebody. So Erickson Lubin beating Virgil Ortiz wouldn't be a big deal. And I'm not picking him because he's black. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying because the other way around, yeah, Virgil's supposed to beat him. You see how I try to make all this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all can't see that because you're just too busy being fans of a fighter versus just being fans of a sport. That's where y'all are going wrong at.
Yep.
And that's the biggest problem. That's why a lot of shit I don't be want to get involved in. I'm like, man, I'm not getting involved in that. Makes no sense to me to get involved in that conversation about this when it's like, wait a minute, let's sit back and let's see what happens before we assume. What's wrong with that? We're just sitting back and seeing how it plays out. We can't do that. But it's all right to pick who you like. But we're past that point.
Yeah.
We're at a point in boxing now where we're demanding who wins. I demand that he beats Erickson Lubin because we want to see him and Jerron. But if Jerron don't look like that good, I demand that Jerron Buchanan goes back to 47. He's not the guy we thought he was. Yo, go ahead, Andre. Hit you. Hey, I'm gonna land my plane for right now, man. Go ahead, man. Underrated.
Yeah.
You there? I said, yeah, you can go ahead. I'm gonna land my plane for right now. You go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So we gotta understand that we have to understand the fake news is coming out.
Yeah,
You know, this is gonna be a tough fight for both. So
yeah, yeah. 54 is tough period, right? Because we
yes,
still
it
have to
is.
sit. We have to still sit and wait. Fendora's hurt.
Yep.
We got to see what happened with Thurman. Like I always say, we don't know what's gonna happen with Tim Zoo. We don't know if he's retiring or what's he gonna do. Um, 54 is still up. You still got Xander Zayas. 54 is still very much up.
Yep.
So anything can happen at any given moment. But this Saturday, I'm chilling. I'm not putting no pressure on and who should win. I just want to sit back and enjoy it.
Yep.
That's all I want to do. 'Cause, when people do the final, I could do final predictions all I want. But I told you, I'm to a point now. I'm not picking nobody no more, man. I want to sit and just enjoy the sport without having to be on the side. I don't want to have to be on the side. Like, unless I'm betting, then maybe. But even then, y'all won't know because I won't tell y'all. I can tell you that I ain't picking either side, but in behind the scenes, me and my wife, we on draft bet. We on DraftKings bet. We betting. You might not know because you don't need to know.
Right.
Because now it becomes an argument about why you picking him or what does he does better than him and da da da. I'm not doing that with you fools. I'm not doing that with y'all. Y'all be walking into channels looking for arguments. I ain't got to argue with y'all. I ain't got to respond to y'all. I ain't got to talk to y'all.
Nope.
I don't have to acknowledge stupidity. I won't be subscribed to stupidity. So when you ain't making it make sense, I could easily ignore all that. But this is gonna be great this week.
Yes,
I'm
it
looking
is.
forward to it. I wish Jojo Diaz and Kid Austin was getting it on, but it's okay, maybe next time. You
Uh,
know, I would love to see that. I got respect for JoJo Diaz. Kid Austin. I'm not much of a big fan to say that I got respect because I didn't never watch him like that. I was watching JoJo Diaz for a while. You know what I mean? But hey,
uh,
much respect to them, and hopefully they'll fix a way to get that. Where they can get that back up. But yeah, man. This week is just, man. Hey, look, I'm sitting back as a fan, man.
yeah.
That's what I'm sitting back at. I'm sitting back as a guy who's just like, yo, I want to see a good scrap. And like I'll be back probably that Sunday to talk about it because I might not go. I'm not going to talk about it that Monday. I'm going to talk about it that Sunday, which will be the 9th. And then we're going to be getting ready to get into Chris Eubanks and Conor Ben fight week next week.
There you go.
This is what we do. I'm not going to be talking about other fights if they're not fighting that week.
That's definitely gonna be a good fight.
I'm not going to be on. And then you got Devin and Brian Norman the week after. That's what I'm waiting to get on.
Yeah.
I'll be on StreamYard then where I can bring other people up. Um, so yeah, I'll be on my StreamYard when I do that. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's ain't nobody got time for it, man.
And this month got great fight, good fights coming up. There's no excuse. Great, good fights.
Yeah. Um, like I said, I enjoy the sport where it's a lot of shit that just don't. It's a lot of shit that happens that don't ruffle my feathers because I don't pay attention to it.
Mhm.
It's just that simple. I don't pay attention to it. Erickson, Lubin, and Virgil are two good fighters. They're gonna go in there. It's gonna be a good scrap. May the best man win, and I'll be sitting there to watch it all because I won't be going to Saturday, so I'll be there I'll be in there just to do what I do best, and that's enjoy boxing for the next 2 weeks. We got a lot coming up that we need to be focused on.
Mhm.
So that's what uh that's what we're gonna do, man. But yeah, man. Let's see. We gonna see what's gonna happen this week on the radio.
Mhm.
I think and like I said, with Virgil winning, I'm not upset. See, I told you you thought Erickson was gonna win. I never said that. Idiots. I said, what if? I'm not mad about who wins this week because I'm not getting their money. I'm not working in a. I'm not a part of their team. So it don't matter to me because people like to rub it up in your face when certain people lost. Hey man, I'm not tripping about none of that. I don't make no money from neither one of these fighters. I don't work in their training camps. I don't know them personally. I never sat down and had dinner with them. So I don't care who wins.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, you know why it doesn't matter who wins? Because if they go in there against Boost, either one of them, and they get destroyed, you fools will make an excuse for it. And if not make an excuse, you'll sit there and down the fight. Well, Jaron's better than him. Jaron's much better than him. He's always been much better than him. But Jaron's much better than him. But for 3 years, this is what y'all was crying about. This was the fight y'all wanted to see for 3 years. And y'all waited 3 years just to sit there and say, yeah, we knew. We knew.
Mhm.
We always knew. Man, if y'all don't get out of here sounding like a bunch of bitter baby mamas, y'all knew. Yo,
Yep.
it be crazy. These dudes are super delusional out here, man. Anything that make their channel look good, they'll say anything that just not even channel. Some of these people in the comments, they'll just say anything that they think that sounds good. Hopefully somebody
Yep.
could catch what they said and it made them look good. But some of the stuff y'all say is ridiculous, man. Don't be making no kind of sense. I'll be like, man, do you hear yourself?
No, they don't.
Do you hear what you sound like? Bruh, I don't know, underrated. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't be knowing, big bro.
Yep.
Hold on, underrated. Keep it right there for 1 second.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, man. Y'all. Why they fighting, man? They even.
Yeah,
Come on,
why?
what they doing?
Exactly. Exactly.
What you mean?
Exactly. So I don't have time for that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Um, it's deeper than that when it comes to this sport. So
Yeah.
what it is, it just is what it is. I'm just looking at all the guys at 54, and I'm saying, okay, it's gonna be good. I just want to look forward to what next year is gonna hold. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't get caught up in names and shit and all that. I really don't, man. Give me something good. Give me something good.
Yep.
And that's not too much to ask for.
Nope.
People say they all the time they want to see a good fight. I want to see the best fights. Half of y'all don't know what the best fights is. Stop the cap. Because the best fights is your fighter staying undefeated.
Yep.
That's what the best fights is. The best fight is your fighter staying undefeated and not catching a loss. That's what a best fight is.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all sit there and say y'all want to see the best fights. That shit be cap all around.
Yep.
Let's keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
Because soon as you lose, oh my loving God, you got every type of excuse of why he lost.
Yep.
Yo, the referee kept letting him grab, man. He kept getting hit with low blows. He was getting punched in the back of the head. His corner wasn't giving him the right instructions. This is what y'all do. It's crazy.
Oh.
It's crazy, y'all. You can't make it make sense because it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, he wasn't ready, brother Johnson. Brother Johnson, he wasn't ready. Right.
Yeah, Josh, that part. He wasn't ready, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all can't pick on him. Y'all gonna tell me he ready? He only had 2 weeks to prepare for this fight. Man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't
You
nobody
know
tell him
why
to
he
sign
was
on the
yo?
dot. Ain't nobody tell him to sign on the dotted line. If 2 weeks is all he had to prepare, once he signed that contract, because that money looked good, that was his responsibility. Or if he didn't
You
train properly, or sometimes you can train properly, and sometimes the guy is just better than you.
that's all. Oh, he dehydrated. He didn't. That's why.
Yeah. They had a clause on it. My man lost too much weight, man. You seen he looked like Skeletor up there. Y'all see what he looked like. Y'all have every type of freaking excuse it is. We're in the era underrated where a lot of the people just don't know how to enjoy boxing. Don't know what they're looking at. Don't know
They
what they
want to.
watch. They don't want to.
They
We
want to.
came from an era, even way before I thought about being born. People came from an era where they really loved boxing.
Yeah.
And they wasn't just loving fighters because they were black.
We love all fighters.
Yeah. At
Huh?
least I want to speak for myself because when I watched HBO boxing, I watched everybody. I didn't care if you were black or not. Whatever it was, I just wanted to see some boxing.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to see. These people you see today, man, they don't know shit.
I got one for you. I got one for you. You know
What
why he
up,
lost that fight? He didn't fight strong in the middle rounds.
man? Listen, I done
I'm
heard that one
telling
so many
you.
damn times. I done heard that. I done heard that one so many damn times.
He's not a great finisher. That's why he didn't win.
Yo, he got to work on his stamina, but that sound like a him problem. The fuck, that sound like a him problem. I'm not in charge of nobody's stamina, and ain't nobody in charge of mine. So
I'm gonna tell you why he lost. He didn't get a nutrition coach.
he not used to this level. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Josh. He not used to this level. Get the fuck out.
Y'all saw he messing with you.
Man, that's what it be though. He not used to this level. Man, I'm telling you, boy, they got every type of excuse it is for why they man got their ass whipped.
Yo, you know why he won? Cause you know he had to win because he ranked higher than him.
Yeah. They'll have every type of excuse it is. I'll be like, bruh, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Ain't
Yo, he
nobody
lost
talking.
because he lost because his range was longer than his.
Yo, he had grease in his eyes, so he had to go to the corner to get
Right.
it wiped out. Every type of excuse it is, bruh. I don't be trying to hear none of that.
His mouthpiece
That's,
wasn't tight enough. So that's why he lost.
yo, bruh. I ain't got time for the shenanigans.
Oh, we get ready for it.
I ain't got
And
time
I
for the
know
shenanigans.
people laugh and everything, but like John, it's true. This is what they're actually saying.
Yeah,
This is what they're actually saying, y'all.
yeah. But the problem is underrated. I don't have time for it. You feel me? I don't have no time for the shenanigans. Because that's exactly what it is.
Yo, you know why he lost the fight? You know why he lost the fight? Because he listened to the crowd. I
Just
heard
enjoy
that
it.
before.
Just enjoy the sport and shut the freak up.
Yeah. And take it too serious, man.
Ah, bro, I'm listen. I don't let none of that affect me, man. I sit there and I enjoy the sport, and that's all I want to do is enjoy the sport. What is so hard about wanting to do that?
I can tell you why he lost, man. He didn't get no pussy, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not that he didn't get no coochie. Not
Right.
that one. Not that one. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, have mercy. God bless his heart.
Yeah. He would have got
God
he would
bless
have got
his
some
heart.
he would have got some coochie, man. He would have had some stamina.
Shit. If they know you go ahead and get coochie the week, knowing that you got to fight,
Yup.
you think you gonna have stamina. Your ass ain't gonna have no. You gonna have Roman noodle legs.
Yup. Mm-hmm.
Your ass is gonna be dancing on a damn plate with the
Uh-huh.
damn spaghetti legs.
Uh-huh. That's
But
why
hey,
he said
what
abstain.
do I know?
Yup.
She cut him off. Yo, bro, man, look, I ain't got time for none of that foolishness. As my grandma would say, God rest her soul. I don't have time for the foolishness.
Man, you know how that person wants to fight is pour light in the arena.
Man, no. But on the serious note, though, I'm just saying, though, because people act like you can't voice your opinion. Uh, and I can't voice my opinion because at the end of the day, somebody got to say some shit that other people ain't saying. It's a pattern of y'all doing the same shit, the same kind of
Oh,
criticism, the same
Josh.
conversation. No,
That's it. Josh,
all
I
night.
guess. Josh
Yo,
crazy.
Josh, go to your room, Josh. You're grounded. And you can't come to the live tomorrow morning. You're grounded.
Man, Josh went in there.
God, dog, Josh, you're grounded. Yeah, but somebody got to say it, and it's not me being rude, but let's just keep it 100. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to say it because y'all be doing a little too much out here, bruh. Doing a little too much out here.
Man, you know I lost the fight. I got wrong instructions.
If you notice for the longest now, every time you turn around, there's some super duper stupid ass excuse or somebody downing somebody and saying, yeah, well, I can't give that person credit for that win because, all right, well, then you watched the fight though, but you don't want to give them credit, but your ass sat there and watched it. Yeah, I watched it because I'm a boxing fan. You're a boxing fan, but you're not a fan of the person that you watch fight. Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
Yo, who y'all think y'all talking to? Question, who do y'all think y'all talking to? I may not be everybody's favorite podcaster. I might not have a million subscribers, but I got a question. Who do y'all think y'all talking to? I studied this shit long enough to understand y'all. The shit don't be making no kind of sense, bruh.
Yo,
No kind of sense.
I didn't win because I ain't drunk from the same water bottle.
Like, shit be crazy to me, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all be delusional mixed with bipolar.
How did he win that fight? And he ain't did nothing. Even he knocked the guy out. He ain't did nothing. Making sense to me.
Man, look,
Yeah.
y'all can have it, man. I swear, y'all can have it. I wouldn't lie to y'all. Y'all can have it. It's me. I ain't got time for none of that. Y'all can have it. Hey, underrated. They can have it.
They got it. It's
They can
crazy.
have that, man. They can have that, baby boy. Cause I ain't got time for none of that shit, man. I'm just glad to see these fights go on. These fights have been looking good. November 22nd is going to be a good movie. Next week on the 15th is going to be great.
Yeah.
November 15th is going, I mean, November 22nd is going to be the most amazing one. That's why I'm waiting to talk about it because if I get into it right now so much, it's like it ain't going to be shit to talk about that week. At least not for me, it ain't. Everybody else will. Because when that week come up, y'all gonna have the same argument points that y'all been arguing for the last probably 3, 4 fucking months.
Yep.
Y'all done went a whole summer arguing about November 22nd. I'm not doing it. So that's why when that week comes, it'd be easy for me to do it because then I ain't got shit to go argue about. I'm sorry. That's the way I do things on my show. I apologize. I may not be like everybody. I don't sit here and talk about the same fight 3, 4 months. I apologize, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm just not going to do it. That's just me. I like to show respect for the people who are fighting that week. If that's not an interesting fight to you and you don't want to talk about it, that's on you.
Yep.
Everybody has to do what works for their channel. And I'm going to do what works for mine.
Mm-hmm.
That works for me. And I like these guys. I like Virgil. I like Lubin.
I like
May the
both of
best
them.
man win. May the best
Yep.
man win this week.
Yeah.
That's all. May the best man win. I don't give a shit who wins. Don't ask me what's the final prediction. I might ask y'all what's the final prediction or who you're going for. Me, I'm sitting back as a fan. So please don't nobody ask me who I'm going for. I'm chilling. The weigh-in is Friday. You know,
Yep.
of course, well, I can't come back up here Friday to talk about it because I got an interview 8 p.m. But my special guest I got Friday, I might ask her about it and how she feels because I'm gonna have some questions to ask her. Make sure y'all be here Friday night. Um, I got a female boxer by the name of Mona Ward from out of St. Louis who will be up here with me. I want y'all to check out, follow her on Facebook, Mona Ward. She's on there. I forgot what she's on the gram, but anyway, yeah. But I'm gonna check that out. Once I check that out, I might come on Saturday morning. Uh, I might come on Saturday morning to talk about the fight. I might not do the morning chop ups. Um, yeah, I might not do it. Who knows? I might be up to talk about it one more time. But
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how I feel. This is my second time talking about it
Oh,
already, so might make it happen. Might make it happen again. But yeah, underrated. We definitely gotta get up. We're gonna do this. Definitely do this again.
Definitely. Yes.
You know what I mean? We're gonna definitely make it happen again.
Hmm.
I'd be so busy running around doing what I do. We gonna make it happen again. But listen, I don't want nobody to take nothing to the heart. Like I'm in people. I'm just giving y'all the real. How y'all think? Cause I hear y'all all the time out here. I hear y'all all the time. I got some of y'all down pack in the way y'all be talking. I hear it.
Hmm.
I hear that. I see it in these boxing groups and all that. I go look at all that and I go, all y'all got the same type of talk.
Yeah.
Every type of excuse for why a man lost or why he won or don't want to give somebody credit. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ludicrous. But it's okay though. But leave it up to y'all boxing fans. Okay, heard you. I believe you. But underrated. I appreciate you, my brother, for being up here. I love you, man. We're gonna be back up here tomorrow. Tomorrow, Throwback Thursday. Underrated. You might have to come back with me tomorrow, man, for Throwback Thursday.
Yes, sir.
I haven't thought about who I want to talk about, but I will think about it tonight. We're gonna probably take it back. Might be old school. We'll take it back or something. I'm gonna see how far I want to go back, and then I'll hit you with it underrated, and then we'll go from there. But the morning chop ups, tomorrow morning, I'll be back. So y'all make sure y'all join me for Throwback Thursday. Love y'all, appreciate y'all.
I got
You know what
one
I'm
more. I
saying?
got one more to tell you. Can I
Go
do
ahead,
one more
go ahead,
before
go
you go
ahead,
down?
go ahead.
Yo, you know why I lost? Man, I listened to that content creator, man. That's fucked up.
Yo, you know what? I'm not playing with you, underrated. I don't have time for your shenanigans. I really don't have time for your shenanigans. Miss Mason, what's up, sis?
This man said,
I don't have no time for your shenanigans, bro. That's crazy. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish they would. Boy, you gonna get somebody cursed down on Wednesday. I ain't got time for you, underrated. I'm getting the hell up out of here, man. Yeah, yo, Josh, she tripping, man. He gonna get somebody chewed out. I'm in a good mood. Why would you do that, sir? Why would you do that, sir?
it's true.
You gonna get somebody chewed out. Damn it.
All right, y'all.
I ain't got no patience as it is, damn it. Nah. But it is what it is. Look, y'all, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow morning for the morning chop ups, 8 a.m. You know what I mean? See y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my man. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Make sure you go subscribe to the underrated darkness. Um, Definitely go get his subs up over there, man. Let's go subscribe to everybody that we know that we supposed to subscribe to. Let's make sure we do that. And the three things that I always like to leave y'all with: make sure y'all protect y'all space, your peace, and your surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Doug Zone podcast. Let's go.
Let's go, Paris.